Do you have an anterior tilted pelvis that's causing aches and pains in your body? Watch this video where I give you my top 3 Pilates exercises on how to correct an anterior tilted pelvis. Hi, my name's Gretchen, founder of Balance to the Core. As a certified Pilates instructor, I give you Pilates-inspired tips, tools, tidbits, anything that you need to help you make your everyday living much more functional, fluid, efficient, so that you feel fantabulous. If you like this channel, please subscribe and be sure to hit that bell so you get notified whenever I have a new video. So now into the nitty-gritty. What is an anterior tilted pelvis? Because you may not even know if you have one. It's when the pubic bone lies behind the hip bones. In general, you want to try to get to a neutral pelvis because a neutral pelvis is the most shock absorbing position where your body will naturally come into alignment and your limbs will be more freely to move and you'll have more flexibility and strength to do the things that you need to do in your day. The pelvis is the center of your body. So when it's out of alignment, you can almost guarantee other parts of your body are going to be in misalignment. I have 3 Pilates exercises for you, and their goal is to build and balance the strength around the pelvis. Now, these are a breakdown of the original Pilates exercise, and I'm breaking it down to the most basic level because I want you to really feel your pelvis stability and really connect with getting into the alignment that you need in order to feel the intention of the exercise. It's important to understand that modifying an exercise does not mean you're weak. It means you're listening to your body and to your body's needs. It's empowering. So when you're in class, when you're doing workouts and something doesn't feel right, it feels like it's straining, feel free to modify. Listen to your body and give it what it needs because that's where real change will happen. So I just want to quickly break down what's happening in an anterior tilted pelvis. So here I am in neutral, where my hip bones are right above my pubic bone. Now my pubic bone goes behind my hip bones. You can see this low back arch, and I'm feeling a little bit of strain there as well. Also, my abdominals have lengthened, so they're in a weakened position because it's really hard to get that abdominal connection without my pelvis going with it. Also, my hips are in a flexed position, so my hip flexors are short and my hip extensors are lengthened. So we want to work to get that neutral alignment of the pelvis so that we can balance out the leg muscles, we can really dive deep into those abdominal muscles, and the rest of our body can come into alignment. First exercise that we're going to do is a take on the single leg circle, but we're just going to move the leg up and back, okay? So you're really going to focus on a nice neutral pelvis. So get it flat. Draw your belly in and up, shoulders down. And then because you are normally tipped and you're extending the back almost in an exaggerated way, I want you to give your body a little tiny imprint. Because what tends to happen is because your abdominals are a little bit weaker because they're lengthened all the time, I want you to try to shorten them up a little bit more and feel your low back just lengthen on the mat without over tucking. We're going to take your leg up, you can pick whichever one you want to start with, and stretch it up to the ceiling. So now it's right above the hip. You're going to pull that leg as close towards your nose as you can, and then you're going to bring it back down to your thigh, squeezing your thighs together. Now, the intention of this exercise is you want to try to pull your thigh as close to your nose as you can without letting your pelvis lift. And then you're going to bring it back down, feeling your belly pull in and up in opposition to the thigh pulling away. And then the pelvis is centered and grounded and not moving. Okay, try that again. Inhale, really pull it as close to your nose as you can without letting your tailbone lift. Ground that pelvis more and try to pull it a little bit deeper. Draw your belly in and up a little deeper and then bring it away. So it's a lot of work for something very small. And if you don't feel that work, try to stabilize the pelvis more. You'll feel it. Inhale, bring it into you, ground that pelvis. Don't let it lift. Stabilize your opposite leg. Push it into the mat and then bring it away. Find your center, elongate it. Okay? So you can do sort of like 5 to 8 on both sides. The second exercise that we're going to do is a take on the double leg stretch, okay? But we're going to modify it for you. So what I want you to do is make a triangle with your fingers and place that triangle underneath your tailbone. So now the tailbone is in the center of the triangle. So it should feel good. It sort of releases your back a little bit. You can really just focus on keeping your pelvis grounded and stabilized right there. Feel your belly pulling in towards your spine, lift it up towards your chest slightly. And then we're going to take your legs up to a tabletop position. So notice when you do that, you're getting a little bit more into your abdominals. Now, if I didn't put your hands there, what tends to happen is because your abdominals aren't used to being in this pulled in position, they're normally lengthened. That tends to happen when we're in this position, so you'll get a lot of low back pain. So if you find you get a lot of low back pain in your Pilates exercises, this is a great modification to do. So squeeze your legs together, and then all I want you to do is stretch the legs out, and as you stretch the legs out, ground your pelvis, and then pull it back in. So you have to use your abdominals. Inhale it out. Draw your belly in and up, relax the shoulders, and exhale, pull it in. Really squeeze your thighs together one more time. Feel your belly pulling in and up away from the thighs, grounding the pelvis, and ground that pelvis. Dig it deep even on the way in, okay? And do about 5 to 8 of those as well. The third exercise we're going to do is actually the prep of the breaststroke. So we're going to take it really simple and just focus on alignment while you're on your stomach. So I have actually a little pad that we're going to use. You can also use a towel. You can use a really flat pillow, something that is going to allow you to elevate your pelvis a little bit. So for an anterior tilt pelvis, if I didn't put this mat out here, what tends to happen is because your tailbone is up, notice my back. It's really in sort of an overarched position, which extends the spine and holds a lot of pain there, or a lot of stress. So if I were to do an extension exercise, look at me, I'm already in extension, so I can't work on the upper body, which our body needs because we're flex forward all the time, right? So let's start you in a position that feels good. You're going to take your pad and place it under your pelvis so that your hip bone and pubic bone go on the pad. So if I rest on the pad, it then just lets my pelvis lift a little bit so that my low back, look at that, my low back can lengthen already. And already it feels good. It's a nice release on the back. So we're actually not going to move at all in this exercise, but we are going to work really deeply. Take your forehead on your hands, squeeze your heels together and your inner thighs. Just let everything go for a second. Pull your abdominals in like you have a tight pair of jeans on. So what would you do if you had a tight pair of jeans? Get that motion. So pull in, and then I want you to squeeze your inner thighs together and squeeze your heels together and sort of lightly press the tops of your feet into the ground. Hold this position. Maybe the elbows press a little lightly to the floor. Hold. Lift your neck slightly towards the ceiling and just hold and breathe. And then release it. Try it again. Get your tight pair of jeans on. Pull them in. So notice that just kind of aligns the pelvis, draws the belly in away from the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your heels, squeeze them together, and lightly press your feet towards the floor, the tops of the feet, and just hold and breathe. Reach energy out of the crown of your head, elbows down, neck long. Squeeze, 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 and release. And now we'll reverse it. I want you to squeeze the heels, press the feet down, squeeze the inner thighs. Draw the belly in and up, elongate out of the crown of your head. Hold, 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 inhaling, and then exhale, release. Do it again. Squeeze the heels, press the feet down, squeeze the inner thighs, draw the belly in, get your spine long and hold, breathe. 2, 3, and lower it down. Okay, and you can do each like 3 to 5 times. But what you're doing is you're teaching your body how to be stabilized and how to be engaged without even moving the body. So then when you eventually do move the body, you're going to feel it in the right places. So there you have it, my top 3 exercises on how to correct an anterior tilted pelvis with basic Pilates exercises. Now, if you want to hear from me more and get more tidbits and fun things that you need to get your everyday living more functional, fluid, and efficient, then come join my tribe. You can find out more at GretchenMcCarthy.com. And again, if you like this video, please give it a like and please subscribe to this channel if you never want to miss a video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time. Take care.